Okay, today we're studying something kind of new, but I think it will be pretty cool to learn about this. Okay, so as I said, today we're going to start with a new class, new theme. And today class, for the next class vamos a estudiar la clase de hoy. ¿Ya? Okay. So let's do this. Okay, so now we are going to study the structure and vital process of plants and animals. And we are going to study the structure of the multicellular living beings, not inert matter, but living matter. So to start, we need to remember that okay, so the organization of multicellular organisms, we need to remember that we have unicellular organisms, multicellular, and unicellular, meaning that has just one cell, and that cell will do or provide all the functions for the organisms and the life for that organism. In the case of multicellular organisms, the cells are going to be specialized. So meaning that we are going to have different types of cells to do a specific task. A body of cellular organism, it's made of a variety of different cell size, specialized cells. So my body doesn't have just one type of cell, but it has different cells. Like we have blood cells, we have epithelial cells, we have adipose cells. So we have many different types of cells. And all of these organisms are going to be organized in different levels. The levels of these are going to start with the cell, and then we are going to go up until we get to an organism. So in the multicellular organisms such as plants, there are different cellular organization, The concept of organization implies that both in inert and in the living world, there are various levels of complexity applicable to the different structural constituents of a cell and their association. This hierarchical organization allows us to formulate a structural definition of the living and the inanimate. From the cellular level, matter is considered to be alive, as long as metabolism and self-perpetuation function are carried out. In multicellular organisms, cells are organized by levels to form a complete and functional organism. These cells bind to others, allowing cellular organization to be generated in tissues, organs, systems, and this is known as levels of organization. So, okay, here, levels of organization. So you can see here that the first level will be the cell, the second level will be tissues, third level, organs, fourth level, the system, and finally, all of these together are going to make an organism. So let's start with the first level, with the cell. So what is the cell? We already studied cell theory, so you know what is the cell. So please answer that. What is a cell? It is the smallest, thing in our body, building block of our body, yes. The basic unit of life, yes. Most important part of life, basic structure of living things, yes. Basic unit of life, yes. What else? The basic structural, functional, and biological unit of all organisms, yes. Okay, so, excuse me. Okay, so as you say, the cell right here is the basic unit of life and is the smallest part of our organism. It's a building block. All of those answers are correct. And this is the first level of organization. So if we go to the second level of organization, this is an internal level of organization of the living beings. The tissue is a group of cells that have similar function, similar structure, and together they are performing a specific function for the organism later on. Example, plants. The meristematic tissue in plants is constituted by small and cuboidal cells that are in charge of the plant growth. In the humans, for example, we have bone tissue. This bone tissue protects internal organs, and it's made by three types of cells: the osteoblast, osteoclast, and osteocytes. Osteocitos, osteoblastos, y osteoclastos. Then we are going to pass to the third level. Continuamos al tercer nivel de organización. The third level of organization will be what it says here. ¿Qué dice aquí? Give me some examples of organs that are in our bodies, please. Heart, liver, perfect. Kidney, pancreas, liver, lungs. What do you have? Brain, stomach. What do you talk with? You need that to talk or speak. Tongue, yes, all of those are organs. So these organs are made of cells and tissues. So this is the third level of internal organization of living beings. They are made of several types of tissues, and they are going to work together to perform a specific function or a specific function. So now, example, we have the leaves in the plants. There are organs made by two types of tissues: epidermis and mesophyll tissue. And in the human being, we can have the stomach, as we see right here. It has different various types of cells. It has epithelial tissue, it has muscle tissue, and it has nervous tissue. Epithelial tissue is the one that is going to segregate the gastric juices that we need for the digestion. Then we have muscle tissue that is going to do or be in charge of the movement, and nerval tissue finally that will control the movements or that will feel the sensations and allows or not the movements. So then we go to the fourth level of organization, meaning the systems. So now for this, what are the systems made of? What we have right here. Okay, The digestive system is made of what? What we have? Of what? ¿Qué nomás tenemos aquí? Organs. Liver, stomach, esophagus, mouth, small intestine, large intestine, and we are going to have the rectus and the anus. Okay. So now we have several organs that are going to make a system, and each organ has a specific function, and they are going to work together to do a function. So they will provide digestion for the organism. And for example, the mouth, then the esophagus, the liver, the small intestine, the large intestine, they will perform the digestive function, and they form the digestive system. And I'm forgetting one very important organ, that will be the stomach. All of these 4 levels are going to make a organism. Ok, hasta aquí. Any questions? ¿Alguna pregunta? Yes or no? Okay, so first question, yo les voy a hacer una pregunta. What is the first level and what is the function of that level? Okay, now what is the function of the cell? Provide life, okay. Reproduce, yes. Okay, question. It's a building block of life. Okay, question. What will be the type of division that cell has? Does this cell has? This specific cell? Because we are seeing that is a cell of the stomach. What will be the type of cellular division that this cell has? ¿Cuál sería el tipo de reproducción que esta célula del sistema digestivo tiene? Mitosis or meiosis? Mitosis, perfect. Okay, now what is the second level of life, of organization of living beings? Tissue. And tissue, what are they made of? Okay, just one type of cells? Okay, different type of cells. Next question, what is the function of the tissue then? To form organs, yes. What else? What else? Okay. And what is the function of those organs? Or what will be the function? They will have one function, they will have many functions. What will be the function? Or how they work? The tissue, how it works. Okay, question now. What are one type of tissue in our body? Un tipo de tejido de nuestro cuerpo. One type. Okay, skin. What is the function of skin? Okay, now what is the function of muscular or muscle tissue? Movement. Okay, another type of tissue. We said already skin or epithelial tissue, and you said muscle tissue. What is another type of tissue? Bone. Okay, function, Carla. What is the function of bone tissue? Protect the organs. What else? That is one, and you're right. It is bones. She wrote it right. Protect the organs. Okay. Bones protect the organs, but bones give structure to the organism. What happens if we don't have bones in our body? Nervous tissue, yes. Do we could stand up? Could we stand up? No. Okay, nervous tissue, what is the function? Okay, what is the function of nervous tissue? Sensitive function. Okay, so if I touch you, you feel that I'm touching you because of the nerves. And for example, if it's outside is hot, how do you know that it's hot? Or how do you know that it's cold outside? We feel it. And we use our nervous system for that. Perfect. Okay, another type of tissue. I will give you a clue. It has, it has adipocytes. Or I will call it, it is the fat that we have. Okay, what is the type of tissue that has adipocytes or made of adipocytes, or we call it the fat? Adipose tissue. What is the function of adipose tissue? Keep warm, okay? Almacenar, yes, store what? Store energy. Keep the body warm or keep the temperature of our body. It's an energy reserve. It is protection, give us protection, yes or no? Adipose tissue, come on. It gives protection to our bodies, yes or no? And if you say no, why? Yes. Okay, why? ¿Por qué? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, why? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué si no sirve de protección? ¿Qué hace? ¿Dónde se va a encontrar para servirnos de protección? Ah, eso sería para proveer energía. What is? Remember, the adipose tissue is going to be around the organs and it's going to protect them. And if you remember, we have fat in our tummies, our bellies, and it is going to protect our internal organs or vital organs. Perfect. Okay, so is this clear? What is a tissue? Yes. So then let's go to the next level, and I'm going to ask, okay, what is the function of the heart? Our heart. What is the function of our heart? Ah, tissue in Spanish, tejido. Okay, muy bien. This is pumps blood. Give life. Pumps blood to our whole body. So the heart is going to provide blood for the body. Perfect. What will be the function of our mouth? Talk, eat. Okay. What is one of the substances that we have in our mouth? Una sustancia que está en nuestra boca. Saliva, yes. And do saliva has enzymes? Yes. There are enzymes that are going to destroy the carbohydrates, and it's going to help us with the digestion. Perfect, great. So this is the third level, and the organs are made of different type of tissue. Next, systems. It's the fourth level of organization of living beings. And then, how systems are made. ¿Cómo están hechos los sistemas? By organs. Perfect. The organs, all of them have the same function? No. Okay. Examples of a system, name organs of a system. Put the name of the system and then the organs that are acting or forming this system. Okay. Perfect. But don't put just the name of the system. Put the organs. Okay, Juan. Good job. Digestive system, stomach, liver, pancreas, lungs, respiratory system. So for example, I'm going to say respiratory system. And I'm going to say nose, branch, I think I think it's right like that. Yeah, perfect, Daniela. That's pharynx, larynx, trachea, stomach, liver, pancreas. Yes, that's how it should be. Perfecto, está claro entonces. So now let's keep studying, and we are going to see now the cells need to communicate between them or among them. Yes. Las células se necesitan comunicar entre ellas. Y para eso va a haber diferentes tipos de comunicación. ¿Qué sucede? Una célula, ¿cómo se comunica con otra? ¿Se acuerdan que en la membrana celular de las células hay unas sustancias que forman el glicocálix? ¿Estas, se acuerdan cuáles eran o no? The substances that form the glycocalyx. Do you remember? I'm going to give you the clue. Glycolipids and glycoproteins, glycocalyx. Ok, esto es, entonces los glicolípidos y las glicoproteínas están en la outer phase, en la parte externa de mi célula, ¿se acuerdan? Y estas van a ser unas que me ayuden a que se comuniquen unas células con otras. Pero ese no va a ser la única forma de comunicación. So, cells can detect what is going on around them, and they can respond in real time to the cues from their neighbor and environment. And now, right now, in this moment, cells are sending and receiving millions of messages in the form of chemical signal molecules. So what will be one of the systems and signals that your body is using right now? ¿Cuál sería una de las formas de comunicación que nuestro cuerpo está utilizando en este momento? Una de las que ustedes digan, esta es. Ahorita. Todo el tiempo hay señales, pero ahorita ustedes dicen, yo creo que estoy utilizando más esta forma de comunicación. Ok. Visual mouse, yes. What do you have here? Ear, perfect. Hands. You think, with what? ¿Con qué piensan? Brain. ¿Y qué hay en el brain? What are the cells of the brain? What are the cells of the brain? Neurons. And neurons communicate how? ¿Cómo se comunican las neuronas? Electric impulse, yes. And this is called synapses and synaptic signals. Electric impulse, perfect. Muy bien, chicos. Entonces, the cells communicate through different type of signals. Oh, we're running out of time. That's okay. And they are going to produce, or these signals could be proteins, these signals could be molecules, and they are sending from one cell to a different cell this signal by secreted. So one cell secretes one substance and sent to the other cell. The two cells could be like right here next to each other, or they could be separate from each other. For example, our neurons and our fingers, they are not close together. So if I touch something, the signal has to go from my fingers towards my brain. So that will be a long distance. So right here, we have a sending cell, a signal. So not all the cells can hear a particular chemical message. But in order to detect a signal that is to be the target cell, this one, a neighbor, this one, this will be the neighbor. A neighbor has to have the right receptor. So my sending cell is going to make ligands and send them towards to the target cell, and this has the receptor. The receptor is going to be specific for a specific ligand. If you remember, when we use this specific, when we were talking about specific proteins, specific enzymes. ¿Se acuerdan que nosotros hablábamos que en el del metabolismo celular y allí utilizábamos enzimas? ¿Sí o no? Yes, insulina could be one signal or ligand, pero se trataba de nuestro metabolismo celular. Y si es que no teníamos el receptor correcto, no se iba a dar el proceso, porque el substrato, perdón, y la enzima tenía que ser la enzima específica para un sustrato. Caso contrario, no podíamos realizar el proceso metabólico. Igual aquí, the sending cell sends ligands to the target cell that has to have a receptor. But here we have a non-target cell that has not the receptor. So these ligands can go and act here, yes or no? No, perfect. So now the ligand comes towards to the receptor, and then the receptor and the cell can alter the shape or activity of the receptor targeting a change inside the cell. Entonces vino el ligando, llegó a la célula blanco, en la célula blanco hay el receptor hace que haya algunos cambios en la célula y finalmente una respuesta. Hay diferentes tipos de signaling. So we have pancreatin, autocrine, endocrine, and signaling by direct contact. And here I'm missing one, that one will be the synaptical signaling, and that is the one that neurons use. And the main difference between all of these signalings is that the distance they are going to reach or go through the organism. For example, if we think, as I say, when we touch something, our brain knows that we are touching something. So then the signal goes from my hand to my brain. It is a long distance, okay? So now, here, paracrine, a cell targets a nearby cell. So the signaling cell is right here, and it's sending the signal to a cell that is the target one and that is close to it. Okay. So they communicate through a chemical message, and they are close together. Then the autocrine, this cell is going to give the signal to itself. So la célula le da la señal a la misma célula. ¿Y dónde va a estar el receptor? On the surface of the cell, en la superficie de esta célula. Entonces, esto también me va a ayudar a que haya un desarrollo y que la célula se identifique de manera correcta. Endocrine. The signaling that a cell targets a distant cell through the bloodstream. So now we are going to need the circulatory system because the signal or the chemical component is going from one cell to the blood and then to the next cell. So in this case, the signal is going to travel long distances and needs the circulatory system. And this is called an endocrine signaling. But it is produced by specialized cells, and the substances are released in the bloodstream. And the blood is going to carry the signals from the one cell to the target cell. And these signals, what do you think is the name of these signals? Okay, we are going to see this, Belén. ¿Cuál sería el nombre de las señales en el caso del endocrine signaling? ¿Quién me dice extra point? Nobody? What is the name of the substance that is or acts in the endocrine signaling? ¿Cuál es el nombre de la sustancia que actúa en la señal endocrina? Nope, it's not blood. Nope, 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 Timo. One more chance. No, it's not, no sangre, no blood. Nope, 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 nope. Un ejemplo, mientras tanto, de lo que son los autocrinos son las, cuando se dan las reacciones inmunológicas. Se produce una respuesta externa, pero va a actuar sobre la misma célula. Es decir, la misma célula va a producir anticuerpos o va a producir interleuquinas o va a producir otras sustancias. Hormonas, yes. Who said it first? Fernando Reino. Hormones. Yes. Good job. Was you, Mario? Okay, let me check. I will check it. Okay, let me check. Daniela said that. Yes, I will send you. Yes, Mario, you were right. You did it. I didn't see that. But I checked. Muy bien. Sí les voy a mandar las diapositivas. Okay, got it, Mario. And the last one, and we are going to be finishing with this. Con esta vamos a terminar la clase de hoy y posteriormente ya les voy a mandar las diapositivas. Signaling across gap junctions, a target cells are connected by gap junctions. Entonces, en esta señal, lo que va a estar pasando es que las células están conectadas la una con la otra.